Hi, welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today is going to be part 2 of Lego set 76393, and that's the Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. And yesterday we were able to complete in one live stream Harry Potter right here. So today we're going to start with Hermione, and hopefully I believe we can get her done in one session. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm sorry, I forgot to mute my phone, so let me just take care of that right now. Alright. Well, I hope that everyone's had a good day. I certainly had a great day. And what made it a great day is that work went well, and I had my last session of physical therapy today related to my surgery in January. So I'm very excited to have that over with. Get some time back because I was going twice a week, and between traveling there and spending time there, it was about 2.5 hours each time I went, basically round trip and back. So, you know, about 5 hours a week, and I'm happy to have that time back and be able to do other things, hopefully. I went to Target today, right after physical therapy. I was looking for the new racer things, like the dragster and all that, because those are ones that I want. Because, like I said, I'm trying to focus more upon my city. And in my city, I want to do a racetrack, drag strip, something. And those will be a nice addition to that. And I already have some racers, but I like some of the newer ones. And the McLaren's pretty cool. And they actually have an actual drag strip car. I forgot what they're called. So anyway, I think they're really cool. So look forward to that. And hi John, how you doing? And hello Greg, how are you? How are you guys' day been? I did, speaking of my city, I've been working on some smaller short videos, and I shot one of those today. So I'm not going to say what it is because, well, it'll come out when it comes out. But definitely did that, and been trying to plan the city a little bit better. And we got to make 2 of these, just like on Harry Potter, like what I did yesterday. So just got done eating. All right, man. What'd you have tonight? I actually stopped at it's called Arctic Circle. I don't know how far they reach out, like how big of a chain they are. I don't think they're that big, but they have a mean pastrami burger that I really like, and so I indulged myself in that tonight. And Johnson, same here. I saw my first doctor in the great state of Florida. All right, John. I hope everything went well in that appointment. And Greg says Nashville hot chicken. Hey, sounds good. I'm a big fan of chicken, man. There ain't nothing wrong with chicken. I mean, not that I'm surprised, but this build is much similar to the one that we did yesterday. The only difference is this is not going in. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but door-to-door salesmen, they're a pet peeve of mine. And the reason why is because they tend to be aggressive and they're right there on your doorstep. And because I don't like them, I've got a no soliciting sign on my front door. And you cannot believe how many dumbheads there are. I want to use stronger language, but I can't. That still knock on my door. And it's right there. You can't miss it. It's metallic. It's shiny. And it says no soliciting. And they'll still talk to me. And I'll be like, yo, I have a no soliciting sign. Oh, I'm not selling anything. I'm just here to inform you. Oh, really? So you're not getting paid to spread your message, huh? Anyway, more reason for me not to like them, because, you know, if you got to lie to try to sell your product, just don't even try. Alright, so we got this done. We got to do the second one here. And Greg says from KFC. Okay. Well, if it's at KFC, I've got a KFC here. I'll have to give that a try. I like food, and I think it shows. And John said, homemade pizza, suck at shaping pizzas. You know, John, though, my kids growing up, they used to love my homemade pizzas. Because I do my own crust and everything, man. And there's nothing like a good old home-cooked meal. And John says, I puppy-proofed my office, used some double-stick tape on the wall, and got cables off the floor. Yeah, probably a good idea. Didn't you say that she chewed through some of those cables or something? I can't remember. I know you mentioned something about it. Okay, so this is not real clear. I think that's supposed to go on the outside. John said, I went to Trader Joe's for the first time down here. Yeah, I did the fresh dough. And yeah. And Greg, how's the family doing? The family's doing all right. There's been a little bit of drama with my son. Well, long story short, I kicked him out. He was just doing stuff that I can't have go on in the home. So I kicked him out a little over a month ago. 2 months ago, more like. And you know, he went to go live with his sister, my daughter, and he's got this chip on his shoulder where he thinks I owe him the whole entire world. And as part of that, I bought a car for me. He ended up damaging his car, so he couldn't use it, and then he wrecked the car that I bought. And I told him he had to pay the damage for it. He did. And then he said he wanted the car. Well, I didn't really want to give it to him, but the way he wrecked it was he hit a curb going 25 miles an hour, and it bent up the front steering, and I got it fixed, but I knew it wasn't going to be the same, so I sold it to him, sort of. He made some payments on it. He never finished it off, and then he messed up the brakes on it, and messed up a bunch of things. Now it's junk. It basically needs to be sold, to a junkyard. And he's telling me that I owe him the money he put into the car, and I'm like, I don't think so. That's not how it works, man. I give it to the junkyard, and whatever I get is what I get for it. And he's not going to see a penny of it. So, but other than that, the family is good. I have talked with my granddaughter, Osea, and she's always giggling and laughing when I call her. She loves hearing from me, and I like hearing from her. So, that's the bright side of family. And John said she sure did. The phone line cable. Yeah, I was just outside with Rue. She pissed on the floor. Oh boy. Alright, so we're getting that torso built. Got that. And John says, is your granddaughter anxious to come back? I think she is. When I talked to her last, she asked when I was going to see her, and well, I can't right now. Really want to, but I'm hoping they'll be able to come back and see me as well, you know. She was so excited to tell me last time I talked to her that she was going to go see the movie Paw Patrol. I guess a new one came out. I don't really know. I don't follow it. But in general, it was just nice to hear from her. And Greg asks, oh, I'm sorry, I skipped a comment. John says, back to work for me tomorrow. I am ready. Well, I'm glad you're ready, John. I'm not. Oh boy, I did something wrong here. Yeah, I sure did. Alright, John, time to laugh. And by the way, how'd you do on the real estate test? I have not taken it yet, and nor have I scheduled it yet. I told the guy that I'm working with, the place that hired me, that I wanted an extra month to sell down some Legos, because it's expensive to join real estate. You have to become part of the Utah Real Estate Association, which is like a $1,800 fee and some other things. So I told him I needed a month. The month is up on Friday, and then on Friday I'm going to schedule the test for about a month away. So I'm still just kind of working on that, working towards that. Rue just chewed my neck. Oh man. Sorry about that, John. That sounds frustrating. But no, I've been having a great time building Legos and stuff, and in my spare time I've built a couple other sets that are old, and I didn't figure anybody would really want to watch on camera, so I just built them and getting them ready for the city. The city's going to be quite large. It's going to be over 500 road plates that are 10 inches by 10 inches. And so I've got a lot of pieces, a lot of sets. And even though I'm not ready for them, I still want to get them ready. And plus, like I was saying earlier in the last live stream, it'll help me out with some of my things that I do, because I'll have things to do comparisons with, and I won't have to find the time to put them together to do my reviews. And Maxis, hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining, man. How was your day? And in a week is my birthday, says Greg. And John said that's $1,800 one time or reoccurring, just a one-time fee. Yeah, it's quite steep. And then you gotta subscribe to the MLS, and it's like $40-something a month. And then you gotta do the test itself, which is like $150. Yeah, there's some fees involved. The licensing fees another $150. So that's why that's why I wanted that extra month, so I can come up with that money. And Maxis says it really isn't running at your. Isn't it really running at your brick store shop this summer? Yeah, my brick shop has been on fire, man. It's just been really good sales. Certainly not complaining. That's a very positive, good thing. But it takes up time. And John said mine was last week on 8/13. Happy birthday! And yes, happy birthday to both of you. My birthday was in June. And John said, I feel like Sunday today. Yeah, I could imagine it would be with you going back to work tomorrow. Alright, so far we got this little torso piece. If it is a one-time fee, write it off. Yeah, I can write it off. You're actually pretty much able to write off anything that's a legitimate business expense. My degree is accounting, even though my job is technical now. I've been watching SpiderMan, the animated series. That's pretty cool. Is that, which streaming service is that one on? I did see the trailer for the new SpiderMan movie today. And it gets kind of weird seeing the different actors play Peter Parker. Because, you know, the first one was Tobey Maguire. I don't remember who the second one was, but anyway. And Lucky John says, Lucky, this is a 50-foot cat cable. I have the tips so I could put it on with a crimper tool I bought. Yeah, it is. But yeah, Rue's got to quit chewing through them wires, man. We're just building the feet here, the legs. Disney Plus, okay. Well, I canceled my Disney Plus. Yeah. Spider-Man is Sony property. They won't let Spider-Man go woke. Well, I hope they don't. I know that Disney has been upset about that whole ordeal, but you know, problem is Sony rightfully bought the rights, so it's theirs, and as long as they maintain their end of the agreement, there isn't a whole lot that can be said or done, really. Yeah, I was reading up on that, John. There was a few people in my Facebook that were talking about that, about how it's Sony property, but yet Disney owns the rest of Marvel. So, kind of interesting. And Greg says, I hope they reveal Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. The Green Goblin, though, man, the guy who played it in the series with Tobey Maguire, don't remember his name, but great actor to do that. And if it's the same guy, I apologize because I don't remember the name of the guy who did it. But he played just, talk about resting something face. That guy's definitely got that. And just did a really good job playing the Green Goblin. Alright. And we've got a foot, or a leg. She's learning the command, leave it. Same thing with Hulk. Oh, so does Sony own the Hulk too, or? Everything that goes woke turns into crap, and I'll agree with that too. You know, the problem that I have with this whole thing is trying to force people to think a certain way. You just can't. That's what makes the world go round, is diversity. And yes, with diversity comes a difference of thought, so let it be. Yeah, John, I didn't know who that was either. I still don't, because I really can't look at anything right now. Like, can't Google anything. Okay, well, I'm having trouble finding a few pieces here. Oh, there we go. Being woke makes companies look like biggest losers. Well, quite a few companies that have gone woke have lost money, and immediately has been a negative financial impact. So I just wish they would quit doing it. Just like I said, embrace the fact that there's differences of thought and quit trying to force everyone to think one way. And I don't think that's going to work anyway. I don't think you can. You might be able to get people to say things your way just because of fear, but to get to actually get them to buy into it and believe in it, no, I don't think you can. And actually, that's places going woke is the biggest reason why I started cross-posting my videos on another platform, because I don't say anything against the guidelines of the community, but they change so much, the guidelines of the community, that I'm afraid that one day I'm going to find myself on the wrong side of it without even trying. I don't want all my hard work to go away. So by posting on another platform, it gives me diversity. I've moved on from major properties. Don't know what you mean by that, John. Oh, and I had a little bit too much fun at work yesterday. I opened a water bottle, and I guess I was having trouble getting it off, so I was holding the water bottle kind of tight. So when I opened it, about a third of the bottle went everywhere, including on the keyboard, and now my keyboard's not working right. So right after this, I need to run and get me a keyboard. All right, we got legs and a torso. Now I think we're going to go for the arms. So let's just jump right in there and not delay this. You would think I'd learned my lesson about keyboards and water. Since I've been working from home the last 2 years, it's like the third keyboard I've messed up. But no, do I learn? No. I'm too stubborn. You guys ever ruined a keyboard or a mouse or anything doing something stupid? I know I have. You know, just for the heck of it, I'll show something. I made a couple of these today. They're Lego chest dressers. And I made a couple of them for the townhouse that I'm working on for the city. And that was kind of fun. I know how to make other furniture. That's just what I'm making right now. I'll probably do a couple videos on that, as well as do a couple videos on some other furniture I like to build. All right. We've got a part of an arm. John says, yeah. What have you ruined, John? And this is one of the main things I like about Lego. I love this peach like color, the skin color. I really do like how the last 15, about the last 15-20 years, Lego's really spread out and started building different colors and stuff. And I like the variety, because as a kid you only had a couple colors, and so building things kind of got tired fast because you'd have to repeat colors. But now there's so many different colors. I think the last time I looked at the database, well, not I think, the last time I looked at the database on Bricklink, there was something like 150, a little bit more than 150 colors. I don't remember the exact number, but with that many colors, you got a lot of variety, and things don't have to repeat. And you can use color contrast to make things pop when you want them to. It's pretty cool. Alright, got an arm started there. Alright, so now we got the hands. Okay, so we have hand number 1. And let's get hand number 2 done. There's hand number 2. And it looks like we got a wand to build here, so let's get the wand going. I love these wands. I think they did the perfect job of making them proportional. Okay, there we go. Headless horseman now. But speaking of the head, with this bag, we're going to get ahead of ourselves. Yes, I know you guys come here for the corny dad jokes. Got times 2 on this guy here. this is looking much like the Harry Potter one I just built last night. In fact, it's much the same. Sure does make it easier to build the second time around because, you know. And Sean says, the rebuild mistakes. Yeah, they happen. And that's what else you tune in for? Okay. I think sometimes, John, I think you tune in because I think you know me well enough to know where I want to use foul language and I can't. And that probably makes you laugh, seeing me struggle not to use foul language sometimes. And when I say foul language, I'm not referring to ducks. Yeah, it makes me wonder if apps like Tinder are gonna change their requirements and make you show a vaccination card for that too. Oh, I guess I should be quiet. I don't want to give anybody any ideas. Johnson, I'm finally changing up my wardrobe to suit the weather. Yeah, well, where you're at, doesn't it get pretty roasty down there? I mean, I don't think, I know that whenever it freezes down there, they say it's a huge deal for the citrus crop down there, so I know it doesn't freeze very often. Alright, just like I said, working on the head a little bit there. It sure does, but I have to find clothing that is comfortable. Yeah. Here in Utah, there can be snow on the ground. And as long as I'm not going anywhere, man, I'll still wear shorts in the house, even if there's 2 feet of snow outside. Of course, this last year, owning the house, I actually barbecued a few times with snow on the ground and shorts when I went out there to do it. And there's her face. But ain't nothing gonna get between me and my barbecue, let me tell you that. I like to get my grilling on, that's for sure. I don't know if anybody else is as dedicated to barbecuing as I am, but If my job requires vaccine or CRT training, I will quit. Yeah, you know, my job tried the vaccine thing, well, technically, whenever I say anything about my employer, I am required to say that it is not their view. So take this however you want. But yeah, they tried that, and I just got a religious exemption. That's what I did, because truthfully, I knew that I didn't need the vaccine for other reasons, because I have heart issues, and so anyway, and for those of you who don't know, that they're having people with heart problems that have had complications because they've had the vaccine. And my understanding is that if I were to get the vaccine and that complication, the inflammation of the heart were to happen, that it would be almost 100% chance of being fatal for me. So fatal is no fun. You can't come back from that. It's not a scratch. So my reason for not wanting the vaccine is health reasons. But John, isn't your employer technically not local? Aren't they foreign or something, if I remember right? Okay, so we did a little bit of the hairpiece here. And John says new owners India. Yeah, I thought that was something along those lines. You see, John, I do listen when we talk. I'm just kidding. You've never accused me of not listening. Yeah, I am excited about the Bricks and Slopes show that's going on this weekend. It's, as you can imagine, it's a Lego show. And I do know a couple people that'll be personally having like a vendor stand booth there, so I will definitely be going. I understand that it's in a large venue, so I'm hoping there's a good turnout. just working on the more of the hair piece right here. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm getting real tired here. That's even with me taking a nap today. I think they do a really good job on this hair. It's very detailed, and it's not just flat, it's very wavy, which I think is really cool. Got a couple leftover pieces from that. Let's go ahead and place this. So now we've got her with longer hair, and we've got one last bag. Knock this out. I'm excited to be this far because that means we're almost done and I can start another project. I'm not sure what it'll be yet, but I am open to suggestions if you guys have any. I could always do some creator 3-in-1s like the Ferris wheel over there. Just making sure I get all the pieces on here. Because I wouldn't want to have to make John's day by having to wreck it down and do some stuff over with. Oh, I almost had a mistake, John. And the city mock, it might change because I'm still interested in getting a house out in the country, and if I'm able to get that house out in the country, then I'm going to get a pole barn, which of course is going to change out my available space, which is going to change the layout. So it might be much bigger than what I'm originally planning, which is like 530 road plates. Alright, that is quite the ordeal. Now I'm talking about building this thing here. Okay, so we have the hair on the one side. Imagine we gotta do the other side. But you know, when I think about building that city, it does quite a bit get me pumped up because I've got a lot of different ideas for that. And some of the ideas are just rough in my head and they're not planned out, so they're still kind of fluid. But some of them are not, and some of them have got a lot going on, and I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about as far as being fluid. There are train drawbridges that, you know, the train track comes to about right here, and then all of a sudden the drawbridge is just this little section right here. I plan on building one of those in my city, but do I have it like completely figured out? No, I don't. And so that one's going to be an interesting build. And also I have plans for the underground besides the parking garage, and some of it I've revealed and some of it I won't reveal because I feel it's so unique that I don't want to see my ideas built by somebody else on YouTube and get to it before I can, and then, you know, it's not unique anymore. But I'm hoping to be able to get my ideas out there on paper, I guess you could say, and to get them built. I have mentioned that my underground will include a bomb shelter. I've already revealed that. And that, again, I've looked at different drawings of different bomb shelters, but I don't have it 100% planned out. Then I've started pulling out my Lego trains. I've got them in a table out there, and the next monthly video you're going to see the rough layout, and it is rough. But I've been talking to my dad, and he does model trains, and he's given me some ideas of some of the buildings that I can build. So I have a rough idea what I'm going to do with the trains. Now, one thing I want to do that I can't currently do with the space that I have is I want to figure out how to do a Lego roundhouse for my trains. I think that would be really unique. I have only seen a few online, and I mean a few. So if I could do that, that'd be really unique. And it sounds expensive because it probably is. I'm going to have a harbor and a warehouse next to it. Alright, so we've got Hermione's Hair. You can help me with that. Oh, with the different buildings? I would appreciate that, to be honest. Or the roundhouse. But the roundhouse, I think, just... I think that idea would just be really cool. Okay, then we got a front piece. Oh. Front piece of hair here. You built the engine house. I've built a few in my time. Okay. Well, like I said, John, when I get to that stage, I would be more than happy to enlist your help on that. That is not my strong suit, although I'm sure I could figure it out. All right, well, let's get this on there. Okay, well, I did build this. Okay, there it is. I say I know I built it right, but her head's not going to swivel because of the hairpiece. But here you have it. You've got Harry Potter and Hermione, and this was the second 2 out of 2 for this build, and now we are complete and we are done. So thanks for spending the part of your evening with me. I appreciate that. I hope you stay safe out there, and I hope you have a good one, and I will be doing a review on this one very shortly. All right, well, have a good night.